This week, I have a very special video and Pilates workout for you. I'm currently staying at the Village Hotel on Coconut Island in Phuket. This beachfront hotel is set on the north side of this stunning island, which is just a 10-minute boat ride from Phuket. This stay has been very kindly gifted to me by the wonderful employees here at the hotel who have welcomed and truly spoilt me over the last few days. I feel so lucky to be filming my Pilates here this week and can't wait for you to join me on the mat. On the complex, they have a range of pool villas, suites and deluxe rooms with a lovely bar and restaurant overlooking the beach with fantastic views and even better food. They have an extensive wine list and gorgeous cocktails, and it was such a treat to sip my coffee while looking at the ocean and watching the waves gently roll in. Nestled in the middle of the hotel is their spa. It was one of my favourite things about my stay here at the Village Hotel. They have a big hydrotherapy pool in the middle, along with lots of different treatment rooms, plus a sauna and steam room at the back. I went for a traditional Thai massage and it really didn't disappoint and was much needed after all my Pilates. From the homemade herbal teas to the tranquil sounds, the whole experience was absolutely incredible, and it really made it the most perfect magical spa day. Every morning was a chance to find a new spot to practice my Pilates and also do a little bit of journaling. As you can see, it really wasn't that hard as everywhere was perfect. It was so lovely to be able to roll out my Pilates mat in the garden of one of their beautiful villas overlooking the beach. So join me now for a lovely morning Pilates routine. Make sure you have some water, roll out your mat, and when you're ready, let's begin. So start standing with your feet hip width apart and parallel. Roll your shoulders a few times, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Inhale the arms up and you're just going to stretch it here at the top. Good, so grounding down through the feet, looking up at the fingertips, reaching one arm and then the other arm. Lovely, really lifting out of your hips. And then looking up, you're going to send your arms all the way down, stick out your bottom, open up your chest and roll all the way down. Then slowly restack the spine. You're going to inhale to do this again. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can really see. So I'm sticking out my bottom, open my chest, getting that nice curve of the spine and then forward fold. Lovely, straightening the legs here. And restacking all the way up into standing. Good, again, inhale. And as you exhale, really bend the knees, sinking and releasing all the way down. Good, holding it here for a moment. And then restacking the spine. Lovely, stretching over to one side now. Good, holding it here. And then circling all the way down to the floor and come back up through center. Over to the other side, reaching up the other arm, this time stretching over, pull the underneath arm across and then circle around and all the way down. Hanging heavy here, shake the head if you wish and restack the spine. Lovely, we're going to come to the top of your mat. Inhale the arms up, looking up to the fingertips, and exhale, keep the arms up above the head with a really straight back. You're going to forward fold. If the arms are too much, place them onto your hips and then come back up into standing. So try and keep your arms by your ears. Lovely, good. Really drawing in the tummy. And then use the bottom of the tummy to come up into standing. So a nice flat spine. And then just release everything here. Give your legs a wiggle. Step back with your left leg and reach that right arm up towards the ceiling, looking at the fingertips. Just bend the elbow, tucking it behind that hip. And then circle the arm back round, place it on the outside of the foot and step back into your plank position, squeezing the bottom and the tummy, holding it here nice and strong. And push back into your downward dog. Take your feet nice and wide and just pedal those heels. Breathing in here. Lovely. Send your chest down to your mat. Ripple forward again into your plank and come all the way down into an upward facing dog. If this feels good, make sure that your thighs don't touch the mat, and then lead with your bottom, ripple back into your downward dog. We're going to do this again. So coming forward, tuck the pelvis under, squeezing the bottom, push up and away from your mat, looking up, keep the toes tucked. And then lead with the bottom and the hips to come back into your downward dog. So we're just protecting the lower back here. Lifting that left leg, bending the knee, getting that nice stretch of the hips. Place it back down over to the other side. Just opening everything here, getting a really nice stretch, pointing the toes and place it back down. Pick up your left foot and just jump or hop to the front of your mat into a nice runner's lunge. Open up your left arm this time. And again, just tucking that hand behind the hip, bend the elbow. And then circle it all the way around. Place the hand on the outside of the foot and then step back into your plank. Coming down onto your elbows now, we're going to do some hip dips from here. So warming up the waist, just opening and twisting the spine here. Lovely. Really get those hips nice and low and then arch up nice and high. Good. Keep breathing. Keep working the tummy. Squeezing the bottom. Pushing up and away with your arms. And then hold your plank here. Good. Bending the knees, sticking your bottom up nice and high, coming into a resting position, but on the tips of your finger and looking forward. So the bottom isn't sinking all the way down towards the heels. It's nice and high, so we're getting that openness of the shoulders. Lovely. And then open up the knees and just rock from side to side as you wriggle all the way down to your resting position. Lovely. Coming up into your 4-point kneeling position now. Wrists directly under the shoulders, knees directly under the hips. Arching up into your cat, so drop your tailbone between your legs, release your head, big breath in, and then exhale to come into that extension. Good. Dropping the tailbone between your legs, really send your rib cage up to the sky, and then come back through neutral, sticking the bottom out slightly and opening up the chest. Again, really mobilizing the spine here, breathing deeply as you come up into your cat. Release the head. And then coming back into your neutral. You're going to extend your right leg, keep the toes tucked, lift the left arm up to the sky and then thread it behind the other arm, listening down to your mat. So this is a variation on thread the needle with that extended leg. Good, so you're going to go again. Really getting that nice twist, listening down to your mat, trying to keep your balance. Use your breath, inhale up. And exhale, bending that right elbow. Lovely. Trying not to rock over to one side. And then lift the arm and the leg and circle that left arm all the way around. Lovely. Keep the palm facing the floor, opening up the shoulder, really squeezing the tricep, leading with the little finger. And coming all the way down. Lovely. Going over to the other side. So tuck the left toes under, extend that left leg, reaching up with the right arm, looking to the fingertips, and then thread it behind the left, listening down to your mat, drawing your tummy in, getting that nice twist. Lengthen and reach up. And then threading it behind, trying to get a little bit deeper if you can. Again, lift, opening the chest and coming on through. As you come up, sweep the arm up and the leg, lift it here and then circle that right arm down towards the hip, leading with the little finger, squeezing the arm up as high as you can as you circle it round. Keep the leg high, keep the toes pointed. Finding your balance, and then bring everything in, tucking the toes, pushing back into your downward dog with the heels nice and high. Twist and bend the knees over to one side of your mat, and then twist over to the other side of your mat. Good. So really working and twisting the waist here and then pushing back into your downward dog and then coming over to the other side. Good. So moving the hips, twisting around to one side, come back through center and twisting to the other. Lovely. Just hold it here in your downward dog. And then drop onto your knees. We're going to come and turn over onto your bottom, sitting up nice and tall. Knees are bent and just carefully roll all the way down so that you're lying back onto your mat. Float one leg up to 90, float the other leg up, and we're going to start with some slow leg extensions. So extending one leg away from you down to your mat and draw it back in, and the other leg. Keep the toes pointed. Lift the arms up above your chest, and as you extend the leg, you're going to bend your elbows out to the side so they're at a 90-degree angle. Yeah, so just opening up the chest, stretching through the shoulders here. And then push your arms down, come into a curl up and extend the legs. And then slowly come back down. Inhale to prepare, exhale, nod the chin to your chest, push up as you extend your legs and come back. Lift and extend, really drawing in with the tummy, point the toes and lower down. Straighten the legs as much as you can, come up an inch higher and then grab hold of that right leg, coming into a slow scissor and start to circle your ankle one direction and then the other. Coming up as high as you can, increase the stretch and then switch legs. Again, hold it there for a moment, try and get that leg as straight as you can as you circle the ankle. Lovely. And pull the leg in. And then join the other leg up to the ceiling, hold it for a moment and place them back down. Shuffle your heels back towards your bottom and you're going to start to curl up bone by bone, coming into a spine curl. Lovely. Holding it at the top and then soften the breastbone, rolling all the way back down into your neutral. Again, start to flatten your lower back into your mat and then peel your spine off, send your knees away and roll down bone by bone all the way back into your neutral. Lovely. Holding it up there this time, take your arms up above your chest, palms facing away from you. Make sure your hips are nice and high. And you're going to send your arms down as you lift and extend your left leg. Then switch legs. The right leg comes up as you push the arms down towards your mat. So it's just alternate leg extensions here with the arms nice and strong, energy through the fingers and the toes, keeping your hips up as high as you can. Lovely. And now lower your arms completely. You're going to open up your knees, take your feet together and just pulse the hips up nice and slowly as you're really getting into the side of the bottom. Keep it going. So you're in a froggy position, knees are nice and wide. So it's slow pulses, keep the chest heavy and then come all the way back down. Open up the knees into that frog position. And just take a moment here, taking a few deep breaths. You can place one hand on your heart and one hand on your tummy. Close your eyes and just breathe in through the nose and exhale slowly through the mouth. Just taking a moment here for yourself and just finding some peace. And then when you're ready, slowly come and hug your knees up to your chest. You're going to rock and roll up into sitting, so massaging your spine. This should feel quite nice. And then come all the way up into standing. Lovely. Turn the toes out. We're going to do a big plie as you inhale the arms up and exhale to lower the arms back down. Big plie as you inhale and exhale to lower the arms down. Good. So really get a nice deep plie, opening up the hips and stretching everything here. Lovely. Hold it at the top and then push down with the arms nice and strong. Heel toe the feet in so that they're hip width apart. Hands onto your hips. You're going to peel one foot off your mat, bringing the knee up to about hip height. Hold the balance here and then slowly place it back down over to the other side, peeling that foot up, really getting into the foot and then lowering it back down. So we're going to do this a few times. Find your balance, really working through the feet and the ankles. This time you're going to take your arms up to the sky. You're going to cross that foot over and stretch over to the other side. So just increasing your stretch here, breathing deep. And then come up with the knee and place it back down. Find your focus here because it is a little bit wobbly. So really draw in with the tummy as you lift the other leg. Cross it over, interlink the fingers and just gently pull yourself over to the opposite side. Try and get your shoulders square to me. And then lift that knee up, then place it back down. Open the arms, nod your chin to your chest and roll all the way down to your mat. Lovely. Have a wiggle here. Release the head. And then slowly come all the way back up, coming into standing. Inhale the arms up, look at your fingertips, palms together, squeeze your elbows down as they come through the midline of the body, push the fingers away, and you are finished. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next week. And thank you to everyone at the Village Hotel. If you're looking for the ultimate relaxing stay with incredible scenery and 5-star service, then this is the place for you. I can't wait to come back here very soon.